Good evening, this is 11 Colors, and I've come to you from a very small rehearsal studio with just barely enough room for a set of drums and a Roland Jazz Chorus 120 and one bass amp. But that's all I need, because I'm only using the drums. And I'm getting sweaty, because I'm doing this without the air conditioning on, because it's very cold outside, so why the heck turn on air conditioning inside, except for the fact that if I go outside with all this sweat on my skin, I'm going to get hypothermia. But that's not why I started recording. I started recording because I have a small handheld camera that wobbles a lot if I move just a bit. Because when was it? December 11th. That's right. December 11th, I have a show at Inage K's Dream. Inage is a city in Chiba, which I'm beginning to feel is not nearly as far as the trip to work, which is actually geographically between here and Inage K's Dream. But anyways, I've played so many shows in Chiba that it doesn't feel that far anymore. Where was I? Yes, Inage K's Dream. K's Dream. K as in Kurt Cobain. This is a place, K's Dream is a place that, goodness, when was the first time I went there? It had to have been almost like 8 years ago. Goodness gracious. 8 or 9 years ago. And the walls are just covered, of course, with posters of Kurt Cobain. When I was growing up in the States it would have been the 90s then. Yes, early 90s, when grunge was overplayed. I didn't like grunge back then. I'm realizing I'm a hipster at heart. Because I did not like grunge when it was in, when it was cool, when it was overplayed, when everyone was singing along and headbanging along. Didn't like it so much. But when I got to Japan and found and met people who sincerely loved it, and went to places like K's Dream where they sincerely worship it, then I learned to like it. Especially because it was no longer the pop-in thing. It was, I guess, it had returned to the underground, if that makes any sense, which just goes to show that I'm a hipster. But anyways, yes, it will be an enormous honor and pleasure to be able to play drums at K's Dream. K's Dream, they've also opened a branch office, like, Sten, Eigo de, when you have like, when you have a company that has multiple branch offices or multiple, for example, it's funny. The longer I'm here, the more words I learn in Japanese that I don't know how to say in English. Shiten. It's like you have like the Shimokitazawa in the neighborhood I live in, Shimokitazawa. There's like a Starbucks, Shimokitazawa Shiten, and in English we just call it the Shimokitazawa Starbucks. But the Shiten is like the location. Anyways, K's Dream has a Shiatsu Shiten. They have an outlet or a branch office or a sister. Can't really call it a sister, more like a daughter venue in Seattle called Chop Suey. That's a place I'd like to visit and say, hey, I've been to the K's Dream in Chiba, Inage. I've played there. Goodness. Anyways, yes, Inage K's Dream on Sunday the 11th. I don't know off the top of my head what time Eroguro Nyansense is the name of the band I'm playing drums in and singing in. Eroguro Nyansense. And my eyes are going off to the side because I'm looking at the screen here instead of at the lens. What there needs to be is a vlogging camera with a mirror, with like a one-way mirror, with the screen on the bottom and the lens behind the mirror, so you can like look at the lens and look at yourself while you're shooting. Someone must have had that idea already. Anyways, this has been 11 Colors, sweat drying off, and thank you for watching.